afternoon. It's been a while. I won't offer any apologies, but I will offer an explanation. It has been a bit since the last broadcast. Give me just a second here. Let me check something, make sure we're good. All right, we're looking good. I wanted to kind of get a little deeper in today, get closer to finishing up this series. But I did want to give you an explanation. We're doing some moving of the offices and game spaces here, and it's actually kind of a big project that requires moving 4 separate rooms. So things are in a bit of a disarray. Of course, we've got all life's regular work things going on, so I haven't been able to stream quite as much as I would like, but those are kind of the hazards of being a non-full-time streaming adult who has to work for a living. So having said that, it is kind of a big project. I foresee that keeping me busy here for the next couple of weeks. I also have to do some travel for business here shortly. Not sure how long that's going to keep me away. I'm going to be playing that by ear. So things are going to be a little bit spotty, and I wanted to apologize for that right off the bat. But I did want to get this out so we could get a little bit deeper into this directive affirmation. We were talking about the self-image last time. We're going to hit on that, and then we're going to go ahead and preview some other principles as well that we'll pick up on in the next stream. As I mentioned in the last stream, I feel like I've kind of neglected the first-person shooter thing, which is the whole reason I started doing this series and wanting to get into it. Got kind of sidetracked with VR, hopping into Eve Valkyrie, and then getting into Robo Recall. So got kind of sidetracked, so I do apologize for the first-person shooters. You know, my mission here is getting myself and a few teams ready for Project Nova when that launches. And that's kind of one of the reasons we're doing that office switch now. My personal life, I do live streams as well for a different audience, and I need a little bit more space than I have in my current office here. I'll be almost tripling size of that. That'll allow me to do pretty much anything I want in there. And at the same time, it'll be the way we're reorganizing is now going to free up a bigger room for the gaming as well. So, this is all kind of an effort getting things online for Nova when that comes out, and taking the opportunity now, since the real life is giving me the opportunity to take it before Nova comes out. I'm going to get this switch done now. It's going to be a little painful, a little bit over time, and I am going to miss some episodes. Some things are going to fall behind. I do apologize for that, but I think I'm giving you enough of a preview of this that you guys can go in, look at those previous videos, and just have at it. You know, you'll be able to go back and should be able to make sense from all the changes in the previous versions we've had, bouncing between Valkyrie and Battlefield 3. And what I've gone ahead and done is the resources I've linked here on the Twitch stream. Excuse me. I've gotten in the habit of the water bottle now that VR is here. It's hard to drink water from a glass. Not impossible, just a little bit more difficult. So what I've done is I've linked this resource you're looking here, the newly updated training notebook for Battlefield 3, and I've went in and what I've done is I've used my training notebook and I've just overlaid into this one so you can kind of get an idea of what the contents look like, and I should really update that Okay, well, got a formatting issue. We'll go in there and we'll fix that in just a minute. Anyway, I kept this kind of large font. And again, the links are on the stream as well as in our DAR Discord. You can pick this up. And we hit the goal setting, the training logs, the mental management. I have come through here. I've updated these. You can see the update, as I promised, from that last match. Use that as the template for that training log, so you can go back into see that last match. You can kind of come back into this training log, see how that AAR process works out. And again, that's a benefit of having your stream, recording your match, being able to go back, not just you, but your teammates looking at this as well and giving you some objective feedback for your performance, not just for yourself, but for the team's sake. Giving you a couple of blank training log pages there. You're going to have to copy those, make more of those. Remember, this is basically a 1-month training plan you're looking at, and you need about 21 days of that, those training logs. And if you're gaming a lot, a lot more, like this is like becoming a full-time job for you, we'll teach you how to modify that when we get there. Came back, I cleaned up a little bit on the goal setting system here for myself to give you a little bit better idea of what I would specifically be looking for me, and at the same time trying to give a general brush stroke of giving you enough ideas how this would potentially work out for you. So I've updated that. Again, giving you a couple of goal setting system pages that you can duplicate, and you should, and keep filling those out. Running the mental program, I updated that away from, I think it was Squad is what I was working on with that first-person shooter. This is, again, updated for the Battlefield 3. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll let you go into the document, read it, or kind of slow down the video. And again, giving you just more blank pages here. And then where I left last time was we were talking about the Directive Affirmation and the need for this to help work on your self-image. And as I'm not going to beat this one to death because I did talk about it a little bit, I think enough in the last one, that your self-image has to be in balance with both your conscious and your unconscious skills. And we even hit on, when it's lopsided one direction the other, where you do have the skills but you don't have the self-image you need to perform well consistently, or where you don't have the skills but your ego says you do, and your self-image is out of proportion to both your conscious and unconscious skills. So I've given you a directive affirmation here. Yours could be substantially shorter than this, but I did want to be able to fit things in here that would be relevant to you, to what you see above, and keeping it basic enough to give you an idea of how the directive affirmation is pulled from your goal setting. And as your goal setting changes at the end of the month, so will your directive affirmation, as you've seen yourself tackle different issues in your skills and abilities and overcome them and achieve those goals specifically. All these things will change, and really that's kind of the power behind it. As I mentioned last time, this isn't static. It changes as your needs change for whatever your training objectives are, whether that's individual, team. And so then this kind of walks you through the steps you're going to want to use to remind yourself, we call them reinforcement points, throughout the day to read this directive affirmation. Remember, what we're trying to do is get all of our skills, even this information, in the form of the directive affirmation stored in the mind at the unconscious level. So we'll get more in depth to this as we play more together, and as we form teams. I'll be customizing that, as I mentioned last time, on a individual basis for myself and sharing that with the teammates. And then gave you blank page for your directive affirmation you can write for yourself. Remember, you're going to need to make copies of that as well. And then what I did also is I went ahead and I started updating this, and I'm going to give you a quick warning here. These were written a long time ago, at least the originals were, in that we've been using these for a very long time. Since then, Lanny's come out with a 3rd edition on his book. So these page numbers are probably changed. I would be willing to bet the page numbers aren't changed or have changed. I will go back in here as time permits, because I have this in a couple of different formats. I use this type of thing in my real life to train real life students and real life instructors, and then I'll make sure I get those changes done, and those will carry over into here as well. I'll bring those over immediately once that's done. But if I were going to give you homework again, as I usually do, I'd tell you to review these principles. Just go ahead and review the last couple of pages here, along with the training guidelines and the 7 strategies of the mentally tough. Just kind of review those. They'll make sense to you. They should be making sense to you. And as we start getting it a little bit deeper together, you know, I've done this a lot, so I've got a lot of personal stories that I can relate to these to kind of bring out for you real life examples of how this stuff works. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and hop into another match here. Okay. And as we get ready to do this, I'll give you the standard disclaimer. Today was mostly meant as an educational purpose. We're tying this into the training notebook. So I'm gaming solo today because that's just the way it is. You're not going to see a lot of spectacular gameplay. So if you're looking for spectacular gameplay, you might want to head out at this point. If not, you can kind of stay here, give me your feedback in the comments section, or even better, join me in match. The best way to get a hold of me is through our Discord, which I'll be joining here in just a second here. All right. Get a hold of me through Discord. Come join us. If this kind of thing appeals to you, if you like playing at a higher level in teams, and you enjoy that kind of teamwork, that camaraderie, help building a great team, helping to mentor your teammates wherever your skills are stronger, which you'll find often in complex games. You'd be surprised how many times you find strengths that your teammates could definitely use the benefit of. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, I definitely invite you to come in here, hop in here, see if there's a fit. If you like it, if you like the way we're playing it, then by all means, come on in here, play with us regularly. Doesn't even have to be with us, consistently. We are all adults. All we're trying to do is fill some timing gaps and getting more people together, more adult players together that we can to have a pretty decent time doing this. So let's get this bad boy kicked off, see who's playing what today. Noobs Only. God, that's the one I love. It's my favorite. Here we go. The hell is that noise out there? Oh well. New studio will be significantly quieter. All right. Looks like we're spinning up here. Things will get patient, or better, folks. Be patient. All right, so again, I'm going to be using my individual training objectives and team training objectives as kind of my guide here when I hop in, playing as a blueberry. If I get any teammates, then we'll divvy up what's going on there. If you've watched any of these, you've watched us play in the past, we're pretty loose, very low stress, mostly, not always, mostly. And, you know, every team has its character.
I've spotted a hostile soldier in your area. Over. Be advised, I've spotted a hostile soldier in your area. Over.
The enemy has taken the objective.
Nice. What do we got going on here? Oops, and I forgot to open that pop-up window, which brings me back to another disclaimer. If you're not getting answers from me in the chat, that's all my fault. I get kind of wrapped up in the game here, and I sometimes forget to check that, like I forgot to deploy the damn thing. So if my teammates don't kick me out for inactivity here, I'll get you going in just a second. Of course. All right. That'll work. And let's get back to Twitch. Kick out that pop-out window. How's that? There we go. Hot dog, we're in business. All right, so I'll use those 10 training objectives that we had before. Those haven't changed, so you can go back to those other videos and watch those. Let's see here. What's this guy? I can come in as a medic for him.
Enemy sniper spotted. Over.
Enemy sniper in your area.
Shit. Again, we get to that finding that number 4 button. Okay. That shit just got up and ran. Alright, this is going to be an ugly one. I might stick around for this and do one more just so I can get one decent game in. But we'll see what we can do here. I don't know if these guys have been getting ran over real hard or not. They could have had a great... I don't know. We'll see. Don't know enough about the game to say one way or the other. Nobody's deploying here.
The enemy set the charge.
Okay, let's see if we can find maybe a little bit larger squad.
The objective.
See if I can help these fellas out. We'll see. Uh-oh. Not looking good. Okay.
Enemy sniper spotted in your AO. Please proceed with caution.
Now, I'd be flanking over there to the right.
Enemy sniper spotted. Over.
So I'm just trying to get some intel down here.
Spotted an enemy tank. Over. I spotted a hostile machine gun. Over.
Ah, shit. I should have known that was coming. Keeping my head up there a little bit too long. And I was not really supporting the team effort either, so that'll be a knock. See if I can come in. Give these guys some.
Take your rounds, man. Get your ammo, man.
Damn it, I saw that grenade. Alright. I'll take it. Ah, hell. Should have known that was coming. I saw those. I didn't see them, but I saw them right after I got shot. They were getting all around there. That's right. What else we got here? What's this guy doing? He's a medic. Yeah, I waited too long thinking about it. Come back in on this guy. That'll happen.
Here's your ammo. Hostile tank spotted. Over. Pick up your round.
Teammates still here? Good, okay.
Hostile sniper spotted. Over.
Oh, it's getting hot.
Hey, I've spotted an enemy vehicle. Here's your ammo. Hey, down. Yeah, I've spotted an enemy soldier. Over.
Ah, hell. Yeah, you can't really stay in one place, which we were doing there. That'll happen. Well, that's not promising if I just got in and was admitted to that board. Let's hope there's a good shuffle. Alright. So we'll use the last part of that match and the upcoming one for that training notebook. And what I'll do is when we're done here, sometime between now and the next time we play, I'll go ahead and review those, give them a hot wash AAR. I'll consider what you guys are typing up in the chat window or talking to me about in Discord, and give you another training log example. And then we'll look at those, the last part of that training notebook. And I think maybe the one after that, what we'll end up doing is e-athlete, reviewing some of those videos and tying in this training notebook to their videos. Again, this isn't an endorsement of their product. I've never taken their supplement. I am just impressed with the quality of the videos as far as the content goes when talking about becoming a pro, really anything. They just did a wonderful job, high quality product there. Definitely go check them out. Check out those videos because we'll be talking about those a lot here in the next few streams. Okay, medics. Let me, since I got a second here. Kit. Customize. Loadout. Don't know. Machine. I've been using that. Why did I change? Oh, okay. I know what I did. All right. Okay. Which was a good thing. I do need to get a little bit of diversity here in these weapons. And I don't think that one's necessarily all that bad. Giving it a try anyway. Trying something new. And just screwed my teammates. But I don't think they're in a tank. Somebody will deploy out of that tank.
We've lost the objective.
And I'm thinking now I might be ready. Or should I see that guy out at A, C? I think I'll just come in at C. Yeah, do what I can there. Oops, somebody's... Damn it. I got hung up on a tree. That'll happen. I'll go right back in at C.
We have lost the objective.
Got a couple of guys watching there to the northeast, so, or to the southwest. Okay, we got that. And I should have came in on the team. I thought I might have been able to make a difference over at Charlie. I'm not sure that's the case. Maybe not get shot in the side of the head while I'm... Ah, hell.
Spotted an enemy chief in the area.
So let me go see what my team's doing before I hop back to Charlie. Don't know what the team's doing. Okay, so I'm going to hop back in here on Charlie. 'Cause all I can see my team doing is...
We have lost the objective. We have lost the objective.
Spotted a hostile soldier in your area. Over.
I've spotted an enemy machine gunner in the area.
Whew. Okay, what are these guys doing here? Where is this guy? He's way the hell out there and dead. Okay. And C just got flipped. E. This isn't a bad little match.
Has been neutralized. Repeat, objective has been neutralized.
Uh-oh. E. Let's go in on...
The objective has been taken.
Go in on E. As with a small. What the hell am I pressing? What's going on? Alright. I wouldn't like to... Don't like being at E. I'd rather be over it. E's like, man, it's a bad pushback position, you know? I'm just going to head back over to Charlie. I saw that guy on the heads up. I thought maybe, just maybe, might be able to work my way back over here to Charlie. Okay, I got somebody over here. Yeah, had to be another one there, of course. Yeah, that's just what you're risking playing on your own. So in these cases, I kind of, you know.
There is sniper activity in the area. Objective has been destroyed. It looks like there's hostile sniper activity in the area. The objective has been taken.
Got it. Back to the gas station. It's just a bad place to hold, you know. It's like
Spotted in your area. Over.
it's your last objective, you know. It should have. A, that was a good call. B wouldn't be bad now. So. Oh! That could have been nasty.
I've got an enemy sniper on the move.
Okay, so I see blueberries working their way in here. That's good.
Proceed with caution. I've spotted a hostile AT soldier. Over.
Oh, damn it. Run, boy, run. Ah, hell. Oh, tank.
Look out, there has been an enemy chopper
Nice shot.
spotted.
Can I help at the antenna? Probably. Shit. Snipers. Damn it. Where's this fella at? I will come in then. Yes, AV, give this guy support. Yeah, let's not draw attention to ourselves.
Spotted a hostile fast mover in your AO. Over.
Sorry, I'm probably breathing hard here. Ah, hell. A second too late. Damn it. Give my buddy a second spawn in on me. Or do I head straight to...
Taking the objective. Alright, I got eyes on an enemy sniper.
This is risky. There we go. Sometimes that spotting really works out well for you. And sometimes you get knocked like that by Overwatch. That will happen. Okay.
That tank is, it is in our area now.
This is actually a good match. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that.
We have lost the objective.
All right. Losing teammates here.
I've spotted a hostile
The objective has been neutralized.
Yeah, that'll happen. I'm going to deploy on this guy. No? Well, I guess I will. What's he doing? What's he doing? I'll come in as a medic.
Here's the first aid, man.
Okay, you better start getting some cover. I just got eyes on an enemy tank. We've got anti-tank soldiers on the move to ADU.
Just trying to push toward Charlie now. I was telling myself don't go in there all ballsy, and then the last second I saw him. That was my bad. Okay, what do we got here?
Give me a fucking medic!
It's all my fault. I think I need to okay, we can still win this one. It's not that far behind. What are squads doing here? Okay. Not sure about that. There's a bit of lag going on there. Alright, we'll see what we can do.
Objective has been neutralized.
Whoa. Dug in like ticks there, ain't they? Yeah, I think our team's falling apart a bit. Forgot what they did mid-game. Is that me or is that them lagging? I normally got really good internet connection. That was my bad. Go back all the way to the beginning of this. For some reason, I thought I was deploying the other side. E was a nice place to be. Or was that the last match? Shit, I can't remember. I'm thinking about getting out of here. Wife's texting me. Okay. Team is deploying.
Be advised, we've neutralized the objective.
I wonder if this is me.
Be aware, I've spotted a hostile helicopter. Over.
Nice jump, dude. Damn it. Yeah, I'm righteously getting my ass whooped here. My head's not in the game. That's my bad. Alright. That wasn't bad. I don't mind matches like that at all. I really don't mind losing. It'd be a lot more fun if we had teammates playing. That'd be a hoot. But, you know, you do what you do. You get what you get. Alright, folks. So that's going to do it for me. Not quite sure when I'll get on next. Whenever I do, just keep your eyes on the feed. Please subscribe. That way you get that news. You know when the next video is coming out, or already came out. Again, if you enjoy this kind of information, this kind of gaming, kind of a more mature approach to it, I'd ask that you subscribe, like our videos, share those around with your other friends. If you are into the first-person shooter thing, and definitely if you're a Dust 514 veteran, come and join us. We're getting ready for Project Nova's launch coming out this year. And go visit our friends over at biomass.net. They are all things Dust 514 veteran related and Project Nova. And they have a really good podcast that they do on a weekly basis. You want to be getting in on that and being a part of that. Real good team out there. Have some really good intellectual conversations at times. And cover everything in the gaming world. Definitely not just Nova, as well as entertainment, current movies, good movies coming out, etc. So go give them a visit and join us in our DAR Discord. You can meet them in there as well. And I think that'll do it for me, folks. So you guys have a great week. Over here in the Midwest, it's supposed to be a pleasant one. So far it has been. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch you the next time I get on. Until then, laters.